Yes?
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
Did you really see a dragon? Papa isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
Get me mad, and I'll prank you. And not a little, a lot. Good dog.
Hmm?
We're a small village, but we work hard and take care of our own. All right, then.
I'm spoken for, you know, so don't get any ideas. Alvar and I, we got a daughter, little Dorothy. Just follow the road north. When you get to Honningbrew Meadery, turn left and the road will take you to the city gates. It's not far. We used to go to the market there every month or so until the roads got so dangerous with the war and all. I just hope the war doesn't come to Riverwood. There's enough trouble in the world without those stormcloaks stirring up more. Until next time.
Good dog.
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course. What? What do you need? Why Ismir if it's simple and strong? I can afford it. You looking for a new blade? Ah, I forget you're new to Skyrim. Jarl Ellis, if I should say. Although only because she was married to Jarl Torig when he was murdered. Ulfric murdered Torig, you know. Walked right into his palace in Solitude and killed him. Shouted him to death, if you believe the stories. That's what started this whole war. The Empire couldn't ignore that. Once the Jarls start killing each other, we're back to the bad old days. The finest weapons and armor. Mm-hmm.
Come along, no more stops. We need to find our way to Solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this far-flung end of the empire?
Don't bother me, peasant. I've had a long journey and paid too much coin on these gifts to be late to Vittoria's wedding. Indeed, if we ever get there. I told you, it's the wedding of Vittoria Vici, an extremely well-connected merchant with the East Empire Company. The Emperor's cousin, remember? Hopefully these gifts will put us in her good graces, secure that import deal, and lead the way to an audience with the... Don't even think about it.
Get away from me, you Skyrim trash!
Welcome. I'm the owner and proprietor. Hunning Brew uses only the finest natural honey, not that sludge you'll find at Golden Glow Estate. We may be small, but what we lack in size we make up for in quality. Blackbriar mead is just fine, if you need something to wash the dirt off a riding horse's hooves. Take a look. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you. Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Well, nobody asked you. If you think you're better than we are, go talk to Codlac Whitemane. See what a warrior of true metal is like.
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell. Come up to your Vasker, if you're worth anything in a fight. Only the most famous warrior band in all of Skyrim. Have you been living with the Horkers? When we arrive, blood is spilled and our blades sing to the glories of Ysgramor. This is life, brother. The struggle is what reminds us to draw breath. The Circle are the ones who parcel out the jobs. That's Ayla, Skjor, and the brothers, Farkas and Vilkas. Codlac advises them, but he doesn't really give orders. Farewell.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
What can I do for you?
You look strong. Come to your Vasker and be a companion.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you. They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready. Dragons I can handle. But this talk of dragons? World gone mad, I say. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Fancy the leather armor,
Once
huh?
I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. About the same as everyone else? They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Matter of fact, I do. They've been fair enough with me, far as I can tell. And Denord knows a liar when she sees one. Farewell.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death. Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? A pity. And words I hear too often. But there's no shame in it. One of them dragons comes calling in Whiterun. The place will go up like tinder. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda. She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorbasker. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
There's a rift here in Skyrim. Can't neither magic nor the passing of time make it right.
I ain't done nothing. Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Argonian ale. I can almost taste it. Sure, whatever.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Sadia, dear?
Yes, Mum?
You still need to remove that blood stain from the incident.
Oh, yes, Mum. I'll make sure it gets done.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikael gets them, they're got. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Some parting advice? Women love
What can I do for
sonnet.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both? Now please, no more questions.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? Need anything else? Just let me know.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing? And what of my son, What of Thorald? Is he nothing?
The finest
So
cuts,
don't talk
fresh
to
from
me
the
about
wild.
suffering.
Your son chose his side and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The
That's
sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will
I've got
never
a right
accept his
to
death.
don't I?
My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battle-Bones, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorald?
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of
Do
steak
you
or a
believe
tender rack
this
of ribs?
old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, coward. Your stupid son is dead. He died a storm-cloaked traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
It's always true.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorald. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those battle-born, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. I just know it. I can feel it in my heart. You have to believe me. Please visit me at my home. I can tell you the whole story.
What? Why are you looking at me? Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion. I, found it in the temple. Sure, whatever.
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. And just one more thing the Greymanes want to blame on others. It's not my fault they turned their backs on the Empire, or their mule of a son raised arms against it. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's good name? Ha! Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. What have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us. Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battleborn they cry in the mead halls, first into the fray and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too, aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. Now, if that don't answer your question, then no words will. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance. You watch yourself out there.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them. Greymane or Battleborn? Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn? New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn? Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side. More bad blood between the houses. Fralya is convinced our family is somehow at fault for the loss of their son. There's no reasoning with these people anymore. Long live the Empire.
times
Nothing?
like these. My lord, please.
What's the
This is
meaning
no
of this
time for
interruption?
rash action.
Jarl
I just think
Balgrup
we
is
need
not
more
receiving
information
visitors.
I just...
Who's this then?
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that
The Jarl
dragon is lurking in the
will
mountains...
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah! The Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
Wait for me. Farengar! Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory. Help Irileth kill this dragon before it can attack Whiterun. No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Guards in Dragon Street say you aided the Jarl. On behalf of Whiterun, I thank you.
Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Need anything else? Just let me know.
What can I do for you?
Mister, could you spare a coin?
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
I'm so hungry. Oh, thank you, Divines. Bless your kind heart. It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since
This is an ode to Skyrim's
Mama.
staunch protector,
since she died.
the Imperials.
My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer.
Come
of
by
kings.
Bellathor's shop at
On
the
the
market.
day
I'm sure
of
we've
your
got something
death,
you need.
we will drink and we'll sing. Children of Skyrim, and we fight.
You know what's
all
wrong with
our
Skyrim
lives.
these days?
Sovngarde
Everyone
beckons,
is obsessed
every
with
one
death.
of us dies.
May your
did you need
sword be
something?
sharp, and your tongue sharper.
But
The
this
gods in
land
this
is
city are all
ours,
lazy
and we'll
and
see it
undisciplined.
wiped
Things
clean
need to
of the
change.
scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth. Good. Chat time's over.
Yes.
Sadia, wake
A
up,
few
dear.
septims for my supper
Yes,
is
Mom.
all I ask.